And welcome back to Project Iowa. I'm your host, John Butler, and today on the show, solar shadow patterns. And here we are at the Maharishi Vedic Observatory in Vedic City, Iowa. And the sundial, like the astrolabe, like so much of the spiritual and physical technology we find in our world today, seems to have a mysterious origin. And if you do some deep digging on who or where or when sundials originated, you will come up against statements like no one knows for certain or difficult to pinpoint when. And such is the case with this array of different sundials here in Vedic City, Iowa. The few people I was able to talk to when I was there told me that these designs were ancient. And these are ancient Vedic designs. These weren't designed here in Fairfield at the Vedic City, but these are duplicates. Very interesting that the motion of the sun is so predictable and repetitive that these devices can maintain their precision for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And the Maharishi International University, just north of Fairfield, was founded in 1971 by this man and his guru, a man with the title Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. And in 2001, the Maharishi Vedic City in Iowa was officially incorporated, a small town north of Fairfield, sitting on about 3.5 miles of land. Now, this Mahesh guy is a man who got filthy rich in the 60s, 70s, and 80s through his fame, through real estate, and from traveling the world teaching transcendental meditation. He is most famously known for being the spiritual advisor to the Beatles, as well as other celebrities and entertainers. Now, this Mahesh guy was an Orthodox Hindu, so he closely followed the Vedas. And the Vedas are said to be the oldest unbroken oral tradition in existence, with Hinduism considered to be one of the oldest religions. And we are told that for thousands of years, Hinduism has been using mnemonic techniques to preserve and transmit these teachings. However, exactly where and from whom these teachings and wisdom comes from is still a bit of a mystery. In fact, the Vedas are considered to be inspired by aparuseya, a word that means not of man, superhuman, revelations heard by ancient sages after intense meditation. Sounds pretty cool. And as is the case with so much of the spiritual and physical technology in our world today, the dates of origin and the names of the progenitors is still a bit of a mystery. Now, I really don't want to turn this into an hour-long episode on sundials, and I'm not interested in doing a 5-hour episode on the corruption of this Mahesh guy. So we'll try and be brief here and just point out that a few interesting things about how sundials work. 1, sundials need to be oriented towards magnetic north. 2, they need to be placed on a level surface. And 3rd, the sundial must be stationary to function properly. And I would challenge anyone who doubts this to try and demonstrate how a sundial in motion would work. And I would wish someone luck digging their own pseudoscience grave if they were to set out to try and disprove this, because devices like these and others are able to maintain their precision for hundreds, if not thousands of years, because Earth is a stationary plane, and it is the sun and the moon and plants and stars that are revolving above our heads. So if these devices are able to function as precise calendars, clocks, and compasses for hundreds, if not thousands of years, how could Earth not be a stationary plane? Here are 3 hints to try to begin understanding what the sun is and what it's doing. The first, the sun is smaller than Earth. Second, the sun is smaller than it looks. As you can see here, with the right amount of clouds, the sun shrinks down and looks, lo and behold, similar in size to the moon and similar in distance from the Earth as the moon. You can see here, these are a bunch of stills from videos taken over the past 6 months where the clouds were just right to show a more accurate size of the sun. And third, the sun is brighter than it is hot. The sun does not heat the Earth by just being so big and so hot. The sun electrifies our sky and the land and life, and it is that electrification of the sky and us where we get our warmth from the sun. So the sun is not as hot as popular misconceptions would have you believing. It is more so the medium. The medium is just right for the sun's electricity to spread and warm our world.
Sometimes late at night, I lie awake and watch her sleeping. She's lost in peaceful dreams, so I turn out the lights and lay there in the dark.
Home, home. Thank you. Come again.